Hello and welcome to TTV News, some latest events in the province. Ladies and gentlemen, agricultural development, especially the application of high-tech agriculture to increase productivity, quality and competitiveness of agricultural products is an inevitable trend today, as the multi-dimensional cooperation seminar to promote high-tech agriculture in the province held on June 15. Business and farmers determines that cooperations and associations are indispensable for sustainable development's high-tech agriculture.
Methods and experiences to effectively deploy modern farming models were shared by farmers and businesses at the seminar. In addition, businesses are also interested in durable materials that are safe for water sources and ecosystem to stabilize production as well as overcome strict regulations on exporting agricultural products of advanced countries. Mr. Trần Nhật Ninh, Deputy General Director of TayNinhTV Plastic Stock Company, said new solutions in agriculture such as automatic irrigation system, underground water regulation like raw products pioneered by TayNinhTV Plastic, to cooperate with large corporations in the world to receive technology transfer for production, meeting strict standards such as ISO, ANC, meeting the requirements for improving the environment of high-tech agricultural projects. Mr. Phan Văn Thả, a good farmer in Thành Bạc Tân Biên district, said investing in implementing high-tech agricultural models requires capital and science and technology infrastructure. Therefore, farmers need support from the state and businesses to be able to access capital and sell products. On the afternoon of June 17, the Standing Committee of the Provincial Business Council held a press conference to announce the program of the 13th session of the Provincial Business Council, the 10th term tenure of 2021-2026. Participating in the press conference, there was Mr. Nguyễn Thành Phong, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Business Council. At the press conference, Mr. Trần Thanh Linh, Deputy Chief of the Office of the National Assembly Delegation and Provincial Business Council, informed representatives of a number of departments, branches, news and press agencies in the province about meeting content. Accordingly, the meeting will consider and issue 7 resolutions of the Provincial Business Council, including resolutions stipulating the establishment criteria for a number of members of the Security and Order Protection Group, and a number of policies and spending levels for forces participating in protecting security and order at the grassroots level in the province. Resolution approving the project to build and arrange forces and ensure operating conditions for forces participating in protecting security and order at the grassroots level in the province. Resolution approving the general planning projects for construction of mobile border gate economic zone in the province until 2045. Resolution promulgating the list of public services using state budget in the field of industry and trade in the province. Resolution on adjusting and supplementing the 2024 public investments plan from local budget sources. Resolution on approving the policy of changing the purpose of using rice land to implement projects and works in the province in 2024. Phase 2. Resolution on youth development in the province until 2030. Also at the meeting, there will be a report on financial support to buy new musical instruments for the provincial police band. It is expected that the meeting program will take place in one session in June 19, 2024, location at the Provincial Party Committee Hall. TayNinhTV investment into warehouse projects for the purpose of leasing warehouse yards and storing goods, packing services, loading and unloading goods from means of transport. They include import-export and goods gathering yards to serve border gate trade and service activities, with the investment location at Samar Border Gate Economic Zone, Tân Lập Commune, Tân Biên District, Tân province, and the area of nearly 7 hectares. Meanwhile, projects of import-export and goods gathering yards to serve border gate trade and service activities, with the investment location at Tân Nam International Border Gate, Samar Border Gate Economic Zone, Tân Bình Commune, Tân Biên District, Tân province, with the area of nearly 15 hectares.
TayNinhTV Party Committee had just organized the 41st House Party Executive Committee Conference to evaluate the results of leadership and directions in implementing tasks in the first 6 months and key ones in the last 6 months of 2024. Mr. Võ Văn Dũng, Provincial Party Committee member, Secretary of the TayNinhTV Party Committee, chaired the conference.
In the first 6 months of 2024, with high political determination, the Party Committee and TayNinhTV government focused on leading and directing the implementation of many targets set by the resolution. The total production value of some major economic sectors is estimated at more than 19,558 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 15.89% over the same period. State budget revenue is estimated to be more than 178 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 59.23% of the estimate. Distributed investment capital for basic construction of more than 395 billion Vietnam dong, reaching 100% of the plan. Concluding the conference, Mr. Võ Văn Dũng requested party committees and local authorities at all levels to effectively promote potential advantages and investment and development attraction, focus on comprehensively implementing the resolution's goals, especially increasing budget revenue, focus on investment in traffic infrastructure, compensation work, site clearance support, and urban order management, enhance the roles and responsibilities of careers, civil servants, and public employees, effectively apply digital transformation to socio-economic development activities.
The audience in 2024 is expected that 2 more projects in the province will be approved to change the purpose of using rural land to another type of land to increase the effectiveness of the projects.
The Provincial Business Council's Professional Committee has surveyed and physically inspected projects proposed by the Provincial Business Committee to change land use purpose. Specifically, for the Thanh Chicken Farm project in Thanh Long Commune, Châu Thành District, the project has a scale of nearly 10 hectares implemented since 2020. Up to now, the project has been decided by the Provincial Business Committee to adjust the investment policy. The project scale increased by 1.34 hectares. The second project is the rice drying and milling factory project of Lúa Vàng Việt Rice Production and Trading Joint Stock Company in Thanh Điền Commune, Châu Thành District. The project has a scale of 1.4 hectares. Currently, the project would like to change the purpose of using the remaining 0.34 hectares of rice land to non-agricultural production land, ensuring the area according to the regulations. The inspection board also agreed with this proposal. The resolution approving the policy of changing the purpose of using rice land to implement the above 2 projects is expected to be considered and approved at the 13th meeting of the Provincial Business Council to be held on June 19. On the afternoon of June 17, Chairman of the Provincial Business Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc chaired the meeting of Administrative Reform and Digital Transformation Steering Committee and the Working Group to implement the project number 6 to evaluate the advantages, difficulties, problems, suggestions, and recommendations in the last 6 months of 2024. According to the report on digital transformation, as June 15, 2024, administrative procedures for providing part-time online public services reached 26.52%. Administrative procedures for providing online public services in the entire process reached 48.42%. The proportion of added value of the digital economy reached over 6% of GDP, 4.94% in 2023. Percentage of colleges and vocational education institutions that have completed modules of digital management and digital operation, digital data standardization reached 80%, and open digital learning materials reached 60%. In the first 6 months of 2024, 25 out of 36 procedures have been simplified, reaching a rate of 69.44%. The number of documents resolved before the deadline and on time reached a rate of more than 94%, responded to more than 74 feedback and recommendations related to administrative reform on the National Public Service Portal. The total number of online applications in the province under project number 6 reached 76%, an increase of 27% over the same period. By May 30, 2024, the whole province has issued citizen identification cards to more than 1,100,000 people, reaching 97.51%. Citizen identification cards with chips have been issued to students serving the 2024 high school and middle school exams with a rate of 100%. In the first 4 months of this year, Vietnam surpassed the Philippines to become the leading country exporting bananas to China, with a volume of nearly 355,000 tons, an increase of more than 22% over the same period in 2023. This recent data was announced by the General Administration of Customs of China. Accordingly, in the first 4 months of the year, Vietnam's banana export output was 2.4 times higher than that of the Philippines. This is the first time Vietnamese bananas exported to China surpassed the Philippines. The country ranked the second in banana growing area in the world after Ecuador. With this export output, Vietnam accounts for 48.6% of the total banana output imported into China. The Ministry of Finance is seeking comments on the amended draft law on corporate income tax. The draft specifically stipulates the principles for applying corporate income tax incentives based on incentive industries, occupations, incentive areas according to the provisions of this law, and stipulates cases where other laws have regulations on corporate income tax incentives. Different from the provisions of this law, they shall comply with the provisions of this law, thereby ensuring consistency in law enforcement and avoiding the spread of preferential provisions in other specialized law documents. Specify clearly and in more detail the subjects of corporate income tax incentives based on the basic inheritance of fields, industries, areas, and activities eligible for tax incentives according to current regulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, up to this point, it can be said that the 2024 TayNinhTV Province Book and Reading Culture Festival has been a real success. The year's festival attracted a large number of people to visit and serve, as well as experience the side activity of the festival, thanks to flexible service hours taking place from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. This has helped many people have more conditions to come to the book festival after working and studying hours.
As noted by the reporter in the evenings, the weather is cool and pleasant. Many families have chosen the book festival as a place to have fun and entertainment, as well as to buy useful books for themselves and their children. This year's book fair is held from morning to afternoon, which can help those who go to school and work during the day to have time to spend the evening with their families and friends together. This day I've been here for many times and back to see if there are any new books or not. This is also a weekend for everyone and every family to come here. This year, the book festival was held at the Children's Learning and Activity Center with a cool space and many useful fun and entertainment activities. These are the catalysts that help the book festival is loved and visited by many people. From there, creating an ideal destination for families on the weekend, contributing to spreading reading culture to everyone, every home.
The Orient Zone sitting every year is chosen as World Sea Turtle Day, responding to this day and calling for action to protect sea turtle. An exhibition titled Chill had just taken place in Hanoi. This is an installation exhibition of 10,001 ceramic sea turtle that visual artist Cao Thanh Thà sent to the public. The exhibition tells about the adventures of sea turtle and Vietnam's effort to research these animal species listed in the International Red Book.
For the first time in Vietnam, 1,001 ceramic sea turtles are displayed in the 6 art installation clusters, including Return, Beautiful Ocean, Ocean Currents, Real Space, Undercurrent, and the Future. The number 1001 was not chosen by the author to create a record, but more deeply, it originated from the very low survival rate of only 1 per 1,000 of sea turtles, as well as the alarming risk of extinction of this animal. On a hand shape, it has a completely different shape, color, and expression. This vision is the story of the turtle's journey when immersed in the ocean, about the days of roaming the ocean currents and floating on the high seas. Each individual turtle is a reminder of the fragility of the ecosystem, a reminder of each person, a reminder of each person's responsibility to the planet and the creatures that live on it. The installation art exhibition of 1001 sea turtle, more than an art event, is a call to action, encouraging each individual to join hands and contribute to protecting the marine environment and preserving biodiversity for the Sustainable Development Goals. For many years, the TayNinhTV Military Command and the TTVNEWS Military Branch have always been proactive in devising specific coordination plans for annual implementation. The two units regularly exchange information and help each other, creating conditions for people from both sides to visit relatives, cooperate, and develop. In addition, the two sides also propagated to the people, officers and soldiers to cooperate in the search and repatriation of the remains of volunteer martyrs who died in Raven City over war periods. The two sides also advised the authorities of the two cities to create favorable conditions for the Vietnamese community as well as Cambodians to visit, travel, and do business in the two cities, especially Raven City residents to TayNinhTV for medical examination and treatment. In addition, TayNinhTV Military Command pays attention to taking care of Khmer ethnic people living in TayNinhTV, visiting and giving gifts to Khmer ethnic people on the occasion of death. In 2024, TayNinhTV Military Command advised the City Party Committee, the City People's Committee, and other departments to organize a visit and give 90 gifts to Khmer people living in TayNinhTV on the occasion of the traditional TayNinhTV festival with a total value of 50 million Vietnam dong. Along with that, the Military Steering Committee of TayNinhTV advised the People's Committee of TayNinhTV to organize a reception for working group of Raven City leaders to visit and wish the Lunar New Year of 2024 at the People's Committee of TayNinhTV. Based on the results of implementing cooperation agreements in 2023 and based on the practical situation, the two sides continue to sign a memorandum of cooperation in 2024. The TayNinhTV Military Command and Raven City Military Branch signed a memorandum of cooperation in 2024, thereby strengthening solidarity, friendship, and comprehensive sustainable long-term cooperation, enhancing mutual understanding and trust, building two peaceful and stable cities, creating a favorable environment for cooperation in socio-economic development, meeting and strengthening national defense and security between TayNinhTV and Raven cities. The signing of the annual cooperation memorandum demonstrates the determination of the two units to strengthen and develop the relationship of friendship and mutual trust. This is the basis and premise to firmly protect sovereignty, security, order, and social safety, create a favorable environment for socio-economic development cooperation, and strengthen national defense and security for two cities. From there, it contributes to building an increasingly sustainable friendly relationship between Vietnam and Cambodia.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.